Oh, hi. I didn't think anyone would want to watch a vlog in 2025. Also, I'm sorry, there aren't many interesting angles in my room. It's literally a a triangle, a green triangle. I'm sure a professional filmmaker could come up with an interesting way to frame shots, but this is the best I got. I'm sorry. If you're watching a vlog, I assume you know who I am. If not, hi, I'm Jude. I make videos, and it's my dream to start and run my own business. This is incredibly casual. It is. I mean, I'm wearing a hat, so I don't have to do my hair, and I also don't have to think about mic placement. Like it's just on the side of my hat. It's excellent, by the way. Tip for if you make videos, you don't have to worry about mic placement, and also it stays an even distance from your mouth, so the audio's pretty much the same all around. Anyway, so I have a big problem. My content is terrible, and this isn't like a clout thing for people to then go, oh no, Jude, your content isn't that bad. You're just being too hard on yourself. No, it's awful. It's terrible. I think it's awful. Other people think it's awful. The algorithm thinks it's awful. It's bad, right? And I've tried to play to my strengths. I've tried to do color grading, sound design, framing as much as I can. I'm not that good a filmmaker, but I try. I even made title cards. Like, I've literally done everything that I can do except more. I average at about one video every 3 weeks, and that's not great at all for growth. And it's time to be very blunt. Like, if I'm in this social media game and I'm taking it seriously, and I actually do want to document my journey, and I want to people to see me, and I want to have an impact and a positive impact on the online space, I need to be doing more. Just to break this down for a second, if I want to have the impact that I want to have, I want to do the things that I want to do, I have to like take my negative associations with big people on social media aside for a second, because if I'm not playing to win, if I'm not playing to get big on social media, then I might as well not play at all. Like, this is a game where I just have to let go of my ego, in the sense that I don't want to be a massive creator with hundreds of followers. I that it's There's a lot of negative associations, like, oh, they're just wanting to do it because they just want to be famous. They just want to do that. Why would you want to be famous? Why would you want to, like, it's and I have this too. It's like, oh, it's the weird. I want to be big on social media, but I don't want to say I want to be big on social media, because then other people will think that I'm chasing fame and I'm chasing notoriety, as just a way to elevate myself from everyone. Like, it's not that. I just want to do big stuff, and it's gonna require me to become a person that is gonna make lots of content, and gonna require me to be someone that's big on social media. So now that we've set all our judgments aside over, yes, I want to do this seriously. Yes, I need to become massive on social media.
Yes, that is what I'm doing, Mom. Leave me alone.
I need to actually have a solid plan for doing more stuff. So, a little bit of backstory to my channel, if you are new. At the very, very start, I did a lot of deep, like, philosophical conversations where I sat down, I talked about things that were either issues or, like, maybe mental, like, blocks that people had, like they're doing things. What was the one that I did well? It was the money one, where I talked about the fact that people are, like, if you chase money for the sake of money and you want nice things because everyone tells you should have nice things, like those kind of things. And then I broke down why you can't do that, and why that's not a really good road, and you're just gonna become disappointed. Like, those types of conversations, I love doing, and they also not performed really well in the sense that they got a lot of views, but they did perform well in the sense that they've aged really well. I've looked back on some of my older videos, and like, those kind of videos were the ones that stuck. They were the ones that was like, oh, okay, he has some idea of what he's doing. And so that actually got me talking to a lot of interesting people, had a lot of interesting conversations, and I also actually had a conversation which turned into a podcast, which birthed my podcast, and that was absolutely phenomenal. And for some reason, I actually can't remember why, I just stopped doing it. And I want to start doing it again in the form of video podcasts. This is hilarious because this was actually suggested to me by the person that I had the first podcast with. They were like, "Oh, you could do this, multiple platform, make shorts." Like, it's literally my plan. 6 months down the road, like it's for whatever reason, I just was it exam season. It was exam season. That was it, and I had to like put that aside aside. But anyway, I want to start doing podcasts again. I want to make these kind of videos, these vlogs, where I actually like sit down and talk to you, and it's a more casual conversation about what's actually going on in my life, what I'm planning, what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing. And I also want to make high quality short form content. So my idea is to go from one piece of content every 3 weeks, which is my average, to 30 pieces of content a week, which is an insane jump. It's 9,800%. I did a lot of looking at this, and we'll get to that in a second. I have graphs. Brace yourselves. So the way I'm going to do this without completely filling up my calendar with making, filming, and editing videos, and also trying to get people to watch 30-something videos a week from me, is I'm going to make 4 main pieces of content, 2 podcasts, 1 vlog style video like this, and 1 high quality short. For the short, think, what's his name? Noel Diesel. You know, his style of content where he has like really cinematic, really nice, well put together shorts. That, 1 of them a week. And then from the 2 podcasts, I will take 3 clips each and put music, put subtitles, put everything that makes them perform well as a piece of short form content, and put them out. And so I don't overwhelm everyone, I've actually split it up a lot over the different platforms. So on YouTube, I have 3 channels. My main one, where all of my high quality shorts, my vlog, my both of my podcasts will go on this main channel. That is 4 pieces of content a week from the main channel. Then I have a clip channel, which is where I put all of the clips from the podcasts. And so I won't overwhelm everybody and clutter up my main channel with a bunch of clips from podcasts from content that's already on it. And then I have a 3rd channel, which is my film channel, because I've realized that this channel is not a place for film content, camera content, color grading, short films, whatever. It's not a place for it. It's, as much as I enjoy and love making that style of content, it's going to contrast a lot with my in-depth, introspective, philosophical podcast style content and these vlogs, and then like a short film, like that doesn't make any sense. So I've got a 3rd channel, which is just for me to play around in and post videos that like that style, where I go into like the actual like technical side of cameras, and maybe post some short films and stuff, like things I enjoy doing as like a hobby. I'm now also on every single social media. I, over the past week, have created a TikTok account. I've never been on TikTok in my life, but now I am. My Instagram accounts, I do have 2. One of them is going to change into the clip channel, and the other is going to be my main one, where I'll do like, I know what to post on Instagram. Like, I've never known what to post on Instagram, but I'll put the high quality short form content in there. And maybe a 3rd one for my photos that I'll put up, because I love photography and videography and filmmaking, and that's what got me into making YouTube videos in the first place. But I've posted anything on Instagram. I don't really know why. I just didn't want to. But my TikTok account is going to be everything. Like, all of my content, the high quality shorts and the clips are all going to go on the same channel, because the way that TikTok's algorithm works, it's better if you have volume. Like, that's literally all it cares about, and it also doesn't judge your channel. It just does individual videos, so you can have that contrast of really high quality and just clipped from a podcast on TikTok, because it judges each piece of content individually. It doesn't judge it as a whole channel the way that YouTube does. Which is why I branched off my YouTube into separate aspects of the things that I like doing, also to keep it as clutter-free as I can. And that's why the TikTok's condensed, because it likes volume, and the more people that each individual video will attract, it will then feed it. Like it's the way the algorithm works. It's just better to have more content on the one channel on TikTok, and more content specific on each channel on YouTube. I also Twitter for the same reason. Like I have in my notes app on my phone, I have a bunch of like thoughts that I write down when like I just anywhere I have, I like if I think of like a really good thought or like a nice perspective on something, like, oh, that's quite good, and I'll write it in my notes app, and no one will ever see it. So I guess that's where Twitter will become my new notes app, and that's also getting me another audience, which is great. I've been on more social media in the past 7 days than I've been on in my entire life, and because I want to do big things, it requires me to go down a certain path. To have the impact that I want to have, it requires me to go down a path where there's a lot of pitfalls, a lot of traps, a lot of labels that people are going to attach to me for doing that. Like, they'll confuse me wanting to positively impact somebody else's life with chasing likes and views and comments. Like, this is the day-to-day stuff that I do in order to have the impact on someone else's life. Like, I want to have a life worth living. I want to do big stuff. I want to have nice things. Shocker, I know. I want to be able to go to nice places, do nice things, have a good life, have a life worth living. And in doing so, I pretty much have to detach myself from not just like it's not just the people online, it's the people that are actually actively in my life. Like, people online I can deal with, right? If they think I'm shallow or they leave me a comment, that's fine. That's whatever. Random person online, don't care about them. People in my life telling me that I'm making a huge mistake, I'm wasting my life, I'm shallow, that all you're chasing is the likes and views and comments. That there is much harder to come to terms with. That I fully, like, I have to detach myself, because up until this point, I've kind of been like hovering, like I've not really planted my stake because I've not done much. I've not like because I've not put out an obscene amount of content. It's like I think 12 videos total on my channel. I have more. I just deleted some of them because they were really cringe. Or not deleted. You can still find them, but whatever. They're just unlisted. They're on one of my videos. But if but by like increasing this, like turning it up a little bit, like the people around me are going to start to notice. They're going to start to, like, if this works and I become as big on social media as I want to be, people actually in my life will know me as the person that does social media. And it's like people, I like, and not just like random people in my life, like people I work with or people I go to school with or people I know from the street. It's like people whose opinions that I do value, like my families, my friends, that are sitting there telling me, like, you're wasting your time. Like, this is a 1 in a million shot. Like, you're never going to be able to achieve what you think you're going to be able to achieve. And sitting there and going, no, I will. Like, no, this is like fully what I want to do. And because I've not really like fully planted my stake and said, this is what I'm doing. It's they can like not really notice. Like they can be like, oh, all right, it's just something he does as a hobby. But by going all in on this, like, it's gonna cause a lot of tough conversations for me between like a lot of people in my life. But that's a price that I'm willing to pay. And for me to not go as hard as I want to, or not do as much as I can because somebody else thinks that that I'm working too hard or that I'm wasting my time. Fair enough, I could be, right? This whole thing could go completely to bits. Like, I could work on this channel, I could put out content, and nobody could ever find me. And that's reality. Like, this, like, there's a reality that this just never works. And I'm sitting here like 30 years old, just still trying to start a business, still trying to put out content, still trying to get people to notice me, still trying to have an impact. That's reality, and that very well could happen. But thinking about it that way, that's a useless belief. Like, not starting something because I might feel like I gotta try. Like, at the very least, I have to try. So that's what I want to do. tired of sitting on the sidelines. I'm tired of having my toes in the water. It's actually time to start doing something. Start doing the things that I know will get me the things that I want to get. Start doing the things I know I can do. And look, like, this is going to take a while. Like, I worked this out, assuming everything goes incredibly positively. The pretty much maximum amount of subscribers I can gain within the next 9 months, which is, I've worked out based on what I've got so far and based on my new trajectory. The maximum amount of subscribers that I can theoretically get in the next 9 months is 8,000. Realistically, it's probably somewhere around the 3,000 to 5,000 mark, but that's like the upper limit of what I can achieve, and it's just like it just compounds after that. Like, it's gonna take a while for this to get off the ground. I know that I'm not going to see the results of the work that I put in until very far down the line, but it's something that I've got to try to do. It's something that I want to do, and it's time to, like, actually start taking action on the things that I want. So thank you very much for sitting through this rant, I guess. And when you're watching this, I'll be away. This is why I'm sitting at 9 o'clock at night recording a video, because I want to get this out before I leave. This will be coming out probably on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is probably going to come out on the Wednesday. And so I'll be back on the Friday, and then we get to work. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.